Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel Marakathmani Telugu Vlogs. Today our topic is it's a part 2 basically. So I have already done the part 1 on how to apply for Infosys off-campus drive for the years 2017 to 2020. Now today this video is all about the off-campus drive for 2017 and 2020. What exactly the eligibility criteria? So what exactly the exam pattern, selection process, and the preparation strategy. So if any one of you are watching this video for the first time, so I will mention this video link in the description. And in the end screen also you can find the part 1 video. So please go through that. If you are eligible for that particular campus drive, off campus drive, please apply for that. So it's basically for the years passed out years 2017 to 2020. Yep. So let's move on. So basically guys, so after my first video, so I got a couple of questions from the candidates, like what exactly the eligibility criteria and the exam pattern, what exactly the selection process. So like the see what are the best preparation strategies. So such type of questions I got in the Insta and the Facebook Messenger in the YouTube. So that's why I made this video. So here is the eligibility criteria, guys. So any science graduates and the postgraduates are eligible for this drive, and also the passed outs 2017, 2018, 19, and 20. Okay, so the minimum academic score for this drive is 60%. Of course, for all the off campus or on campus drives, mostly the minimum cutoff percentage for the academic score is 60%. I think similarly they are here also applying the same. The candidate shouldn't have more than 2 years gap in the education. That means if you would have any backlogs, so I think you will not be eligible for this off campus drive. Okay. Next, the exam pattern. So this is the exam pattern, guys. If you can see here, we have the 3 topics here. Quantitative aptitude. So you will be having 10 questions and the time is in the minutes here. It's a 35 minutes. And the second category or section is the logical reasoning. Okay, here you would have 15 questions and the time is 25 minutes. And the last one is verbal ability. That means the English. So you will have 40 questions and the time is 35 minutes. So the total you would have 65 questions and the time is 95 minutes. Okay, so I will cover what exactly will come under quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and the verbal ability in the next slides. Yep. So here you can see this is the quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning and the English. So you can see all the topics here. If you want to note it down, you can note it down, guys. So here is the percentage, data interpretation, permutation and combination, probabilities, number series, areas, shapes and perimeter. Okay, and time and work, speed, time and distance, profit and loss, problems on ages, divisibility, number, decimal and fraction, arrangements. So you can see coding and decoding. Okay, clocks, calendar. Okay, the data sufficiency, most logical choice, puzzles, logical deduction, statements and conclusions, Venn diagrams. These all are come under the logical reasoning part. And the English, so it's basically the grammatical patterns you can see here. It's a mostly I can say intermediate English, you will be having, right? So mostly they will have the questions on this only, like reading comprehension. Okay, like they will give some paragraph. You need to read the paragraph carefully and you need to answer the questions, like 4 to 5 questions they will be giving and you need to answer for that, like error correction, sentence correction. Okay, sentence completion. Okay, analogy, one word substitution, synonyms and antonyms, and the tenses. So if you can see the quantitative, under the quantitative section, mostly the mathematics from 8th standard to 10th standard, you will be having the same mathematic principles. If you are from the MCA background, I think all of the stuff you will be covering in the ICET exam, the same pattern. So I think this exam is very easy for the guys who had done ICET and who had completed their MCA. I think for them it's a very easy, I can say. Okay, so this is all about the topics which they are going to ask in the exam. So here is the selection process, guys. This is 3-step process. Okay, first the aptitude test. So as I said before, it's a quantitative, reasoning, and the English. So the second one is the technical round. So mostly once you are shortlisted in the aptitude test, so you will be calling for the technical round. So mostly they will ask whatever the technical stack you will be mentioning in the resume. They will ask only the questions from that background only. Okay, here if you can see the C++, hoops, Java, and project based questions. So be careful, friends. What are the project you mentioned in the resume? Please thorough on that project. So mostly they will ask some sort of questions on the project. So the final is the HR round. Okay, mostly in the HR round they will concentrate on the communication and soft skills and some personality development. Okay, so I think at the final, if they feel like you are very good at communication skills, I think you will be having the package discussion as well. But as this is a fresher, I think they will be giving a standard package, I can say. But so be prepared for this HR round also. So please concentrate on your communication skills and soft skills. So preparation strategy is very simple, guys. So as written test is very important. So that is the first step. So I think basically the MNCs will shortlist the candidates in the first stage itself. So that's why be prepared for this written test. This is a major important for the off-campus or on-campus drives. Okay, focus on the aptitude test. So mostly take 8th or 10th mathematics and reasoning and the English. So brush up your knowledge on the areas you mentioned in the resume. Like I think basically, so if you are from the IT background, you will be having C++, and OOPS concepts, Java. As I said before, it's a project-based questions, and mostly focus on the communication skills. At least try to give a best self-introduction. So after that, you will give the hobbies and your interest. Okay, your strengths and weaknesses. So I think this is pretty much the preparation strategy, guys. Still, if you would have some more questions, I guess so you don't hesitate to leave a message in the YouTube video. So under this video, so I will read all the questions and I will reach out to the concerned persons in the Infosys and I will get you answered for all these questions. Okay, guys. That's it for today, guys. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you are watching this video for the first time, please watch the part 1 also. So I will mention the link in the description. Also, you can find the video at the end screen. Also, please share it with your friends who are in need of IT job. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I will come up with one more interesting video. So till then, bye.